Yo, how's it going, everybody? Chad Lee here, and I'm finally back from my vacation, so thank you guys for bearing with me. But we're gonna go right back into some build videos. So today we're gonna be looking at our new all-around Zane build. This is kind of gonna be replacing our flash-free Zane, because with some of the new items in the game and the extra skill points, this is just going to perform a lot better, and it's actually a lot easier to get some of this stuff. So otherwise, I'm going to walk you through the weapons we need, the skill tree, all that good stuff, and show you exactly how to make this build. This build is all about moving fast and shooting fast, so you guys can deal a ton of burst damage. Your gun damage is going to be really high when you're moving very quickly. So when we can get as many bullets out as we can as we're moving that quick, it's going to help us deal so much damage. So when you guys are fighting people like Wotan, where you have a ton of room to move around, you're going to be dealing some pretty darn crazy damage. There's also a lot of flexibility with this build, so I will give you guys some alternatives you can use if you would like, but seriously, there is a lot of room for changing parts around and making it to your liking. I'll be live at the time of posting this video, so if you guys want to come hang out on Twitch, make sure you click that link down in the description. Also consider subscribing for more Borderlands content. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump right into this build. Let's go ahead and start off with our weapons. So first off, the first weapon I like to use is a cryo redistributor with 100% bonus radiation damage for the next 2 mags. This is an amazing mobbing weapon. We're also using barriers so we can get the chains every single shot. And then the cryo damage is obviously the highest base damage for our weapons, and then the radiation damage on there, you get the explosions, and also there's no like heavies or really many enemies at all that resist radiation, so you're always doing damage, and it's just a fantastic mobbing weapon. Another great option is a radiation Rowan's Call. This thing works fantastic with its most recent buff. This thing is an absolute monster. I kind of switch between these two. It kind of depends what I'm feeling. But there's really no bad option between the two. You guys can take your pick there. And then for our second weapon, I do like to use a normal damage weapon with 100% bonus radiation. This is just perfect for any sort of heavies or just any enemies that like happen to be resisting my other weapons. So this is just an all-around great weapon. I like to use the smog, but once again, you can use any normal damage weapon. Another weapon I like to use is the prompt critical. And then you can get splash damage or bonus radiation on there. It's kind of up to you. Then our third weapon is going to be our boss killing weapon. So obviously whatever type of boss you are fighting, whether it's flesh, shield, armor, whatever, just match the element to it. I've found the light show to be our best option so far with this. I like to use the corrosive with next to max corrosive, especially for like Wotan or any armored raid bosses. This is going to be our go-to. All you got to do is slide, and you guys can just pretty much put out the entire magazine very quickly, and the enemy's health will just practically disappear. But once again, use any sort of boss killing weapon you would like in this slot. And then finally, for our last slot, I just kind of have it as a flex item. So this one, I'm using the OPQ because it's going to give us bonus shock, and I'm going to throw bonus radiation on there, but it's completely up to you what you guys use in this fourth slot. I usually use this for just getting rid of shields if I really need to. And then for our shield, we're going to be using the Revolter. It is just by far the best shield in the game, in my opinion. Then just throw action skill start on there, and that way you guys will always have that bonus shock and fire rate active. So for our grenade, it does not matter what grenade you have or the level of the grenade. Just get a grenade with a bonus element and just match it to whatever content you're doing. So most of the time I will use bonus corrosive for takedowns. And then moving on over to our class mod, I am using a Seeing Dead with as much violent violence as you can possibly get. It's going to help you guys just deal that incredible burst damage. And then finally for our artifact, just use a Snowdrift Victory Rush. Like I said, a lot of our damage is going to be coming in that burst territory. So once you guys slide with the Snowdrift, then shoot your weapons, and you guys will deal insane amounts of damage. And then the Victory Rush portion is just going to help us move even quicker and deal more damage in itself. So right here is our full entire skill tree across all the trees. So if you guys want to copy that into your game, but otherwise we're going to start here in the blue tree. Obviously we're going to be grabbing Violent Momentum and Violent Speed, just 2 guarantees. We're going to be maxing out Cool Hand for that reload speed. We're going to be emptying our magazines fairly often with that fire rate. So having that downtime be as little as possible is huge. 1 point into salvation, it's all you need. You guys will be maxing out your health in 1 to 2 shots. Seeing red for the kill skill bonus. Then maxing out violent violence for the fire rate, like I said. Then we're going to put 3 points into playing dirty for the extra shot chance. 2 points into good misfortune to help keep our shield up. And then finally 1 point into death follows close. Now for Purple Tree, we're going to do Mana Focus for that accuracy. It really does help out on things like the Light Show. Tightening up those pellets is going to help you be a lot more precise and deal all the pellets to like crit spots or anything like that. And then Headman's Hand for the crit damage, 5 points into Commitment for the cooldown rate and gun damage. Fugitive, so we can sprint and shoot at the same time. 5 points into Domino Effect for the reload speed and also the fire rate. 3 points into Eraser because it is broken. 1 point into Sheer Will for the cooldown rate. And finally, 1 point into Arm and Flints. Then we're going to be grabbing some magazine size here in the red tree. And then also 2 points into Borrowed Time. We really don't need more than that. You guys will have your barrier up at all times. Then finally, we're going to put 1 point in Duct Tape mod. Right now at level 72, we have so many skill points, it really does not matter for Zane. So we can just grab this. If you guys are using any sort of explosive weapon, it can help save you. And then finally, for Green Tree, we're going to grab Adrenaline for the cooldown and 5 points into Brain Freeze so we can freeze those enemies. And then that's also going to allow us to get All-Rounder for our shield. Like I said, for the shield, we're going to be using the Charge Relay and All-Rounder. So that's going to be your best 2 options for the shield. And then for our Mantis, I'm just using Colder Shoulder and Proliferation. Otherwise, I run this build on Mayhem 11. If you guys want to, you can run it on Mayhem 10 with Speed Demon and get even more damage out of Zane. But honestly, Mayhem 11 is perfectly fine for the setup. For those of you interested in our cosmetics, I'm using Assassin 1 as our body, Crimson Operator as our head, then we're using Urban Blammo as our skin, and then these are our colors right here. But otherwise, like always, I'm going to be showing you exactly how I end up playing this build. Now, it's very, very simple. Honestly, just move around constantly and shoot things. There is nothing special about this Zane. This current Zane setup does not have any sort of like special interaction. It's just a normal gun build. So just make sure you're always moving so you get that violent momentum, and you guys will be good to go. Like I said, you have a ton of choices for your mobbing weapons. I do like the redistributor, but the Rowan's Call is also another fantastic option. As you can see, we're just insta-killing things, and it's a very easy time here on Zane. So just to show you guys how we do boss damage, just get a run up and just get a nice little slide going as you're shooting your light show. And as you can see, it just insta-kills the Kraken or whatever other boss you're shooting at. You can honestly, if you time it correctly during the Wotan fight, you could probably get a Spire Bubble. So that is something you guys can work towards and practice. Otherwise, the last time we made a Zane build, Commitment was uncapped, so that changed things quite a bit, having that thing reduced to 2, which it definitely needed to. And now Zane's feeling like he's in a fantastic spot. To get really good damage, you do need to be moving, and that's kind of the whole point of this character. So that is a really good thing to be seeing in this build. But otherwise, that is going to wrap it up for this Zane build. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a thumbs up on this video to let me know. It really helps me out. Also consider subscribing for more Borderlands 3 content. Hopefully, I'll see you guys over on Twitch. We stream basically every single day now that I'm back from vacation. So hopefully, I'll see you over there. If you guys need the save file for this build, it will be in our Discord. So make sure you also go down in the description and join up on the Discord if you guys are not already. But anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.